Alright, folks. So, cloudy day. I don't know if it's going to rain or not, but any shade is better than nothing. Messing with the camera again. Get it on the tripod. I think it's straight enough. It might be a little bit to the right. See, the problem is the LCD screen is not completely 180 degrees when you fold it out from the camera, and so it's kind of like instead of 180 is like 160. Yeah, let's see. 90, 180. Yeah, it's probably 170. Okay. So it's not completely straight. So it's facing a little bit to the right instead of to the left. There's a cool car coming by. Oh, I like that. Toyota. A lot of traffic. Okay. So again, a little blue sky. I'm thinking of going this way again. I liked it. Trying to add a little content. So this 24 millimeter, I'm going to have contest. I got with the Canon R10, which is also an APS-C camera for Canon. I got the EFS 24 millimeter, and that's a f2.8. Okay, but then I have the RF 24 millimeter 1.8. So I was going to put it up against this this lens. I was reading some reviews on it. Ken Rockwell, kind of like what was it? Poo-pooed this lens, but he loved the macro on the RF. So I think he's a little biased. Okay, there's my neighbor. Alright. He finally got back to me. I wrote him, I texted him 2 days, and I thought, well, he's probably somewhere vacationing, and finally got something going on. I'm going to go down Lookout Road again. Should have my groceries. I didn't want to listen to my text because it gave me a whole bunch of numbers that I could care less about. I just want the message. So, anyway. So how does it look? I think this is sharp. I love the lens. I would keep the 24 millimeter on here. All right, it gives you kind of like a 35, 36, and Ken Rockwell says, "Nah, put the save your money and get the 35 millimeter. You know, 1.8." And I says, "Well, then it's a 52." So. Anyway, I can't remember if I have it on portrait or vivid mode, you know, on this, but it looks dark, doesn't it? f8 program priority. And I'm going to let them decide if they're going to change it from f8. See, this is what confused me with Nikon. They love f8, so I tried f8 on other cameras, and now they'll change it if you put it on their program priority mode. So this lens only goes up to f-stop 11. All right, doesn't go any higher. Where I've had other lens which will go up to f22 stop, you know, on the aperture, and that's pretty neat. But on the high end or the open end, it's a 1.7, and that's pretty good for a DX lens. So I'm looking at everything looks sharp, folks. So it's 1/100th of a shutter speed. It's ISO's at 140, 160, and they keep it at f8. It's like they have it in aperture priority mode. All right. And I got it on automatic white balance. Some furniture, or is that a tree? You know, those are stumps from a tree. Wow, huge. Look at that. They cut them up. They put them right here to the right. And you know what? They're using it to block people from going back here. There used to be a whole bunch of tents back here. A lot of people were in a trailer park, and they just moved down the street a little bit, and so they try to clear on the other side of the trees as much as possible. Keep that cut. So you see a whole bunch of tree stumps where they're just preventing people trying to move down here in this area. Now, right now, what I'm looking at, and I think I have stabilization on. There is no stabilization on the lens, but there is digital stabilization on the camera, but no real stabilization, all right? Like you do on a full frame for Nikon. What is it? Micro Four Thirds, OM, and Panasonic have always had stabilization. So they can put it in a small camera, but then they have a problem with phase detection. But they get some great shots also. You know, their lenses are lighter, the cameras are lighter. Well, they might be the same size as this one. But anyhow. So what I'm looking at, it's pointing a little bit more to the right than straight. I mean, I can do this number, okay, and make it straight. But then it falls back into that crevice. So when I get to a stop, I'll fix it again. Seems like I'm always fixing this. I put it above the hood again. Gives me a better shot. That way you get kind of like half road and half sky. A good medium. I'm thinking of driving at night. I drove night last night, you know, at the golden hour. Got the beautiful sunset. So I want to look at my YouTube to see how that's going. think my neighbor's a little miffed at his niece and grandniece, so I think he wants me to check up on his place, you know, on the mail and the pets. But you can see how dark it is at f8 at 1/200. Now it's 1/100th. Okay, let's deal with this. As Robin Wong says, let's do this. So let me fix this camera. There, I got it straight. I got it straight. So I like the ZFC. You know, they have a black version, but I got two of these. I got L grips for both of them. I sent two to the Westminster camera store. You know, Becky Denese and Con. Grays, that's where I sent Grays, Westminster. I like that Ford. I think it's a cool car. I'm driving a Ford, but it's a Lincoln. I'm looking at the time. Yeah, 12 minutes. So it takes a little bit longer on Lookout Road than if I went down Nacogdoches, basically. Yeah, you get a lot of traffic that will turn left and right. Oh man, that guy. You see that dust? So yeah, well, that's from Lookout Road. What we need is a train, so all the traffic will stop. I love the cloud formation. Oh man, that's a big truck. Yeah. So what they did was they dropped the cement back. That's where all that dust is. I gotta be careful here, folks, because there's usually a cop right down underneath. And I'm gonna put it at 27. That way it doesn't go faster than 30 miles an hour down this hill. If I put it at 26, you can you hear the engine ground. So it's at 29 now, 30. So I leave it at 27. It's at 31, 32. See, there's the engine. So a police officer is usually right here to the right, you know, parked behind the grass. So right here or right up here. Yeah, right at here, this room. So I got the volume on. Everything's looking good. I think I'll grab the R10 and start working with the 24 millimeters. Compete against each other. And then take some shots of the blue moon tonight. So you need to get out there at sunset. It's going to be beautiful. It was gorgeous last night. Yeah, I was blinking my beam, said, yeah, go ahead. I can't get closer to this charger. What do you think of that gray? I don't know about that gray color. They finally did this. So they did, you know, they put drainage, but then they also kind of made it a little bit wider so you can have turn. I like that. They did a good job. Okay. But man, it took so long to do it. So see, the camera's not overheating. It's 99 degrees out, so we have a cold front. Anything under 100 degrees is a cold front, folks. I'm going to go around the mailbox just to see if they fixed it. Yeah, it's looking good. I think this can rival the Canon, but I'm going to put the 24 millimeter on it just to take it out for a spin. Yeah, they haven't fixed the mailbox yet. So, if you like this type of content, please give me a like, subscribe. Any questions or comments, please put it down below. Thank you for watching. And remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and until next time, I will see you then. Goodbye.